Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my hair. I know it doesn't go with the theme of the video, but you know, I'm just sitting at home doing my makeup. So today's video is gonna be like a sit down little makeup tutorial chit chat, which I haven't done one in a while, but I'm gonna show you guys my like going out makeup look. One of my friends texted me and was like, girl, we're gonna go get dinner, some drinks, who knows, maybe in a bar or a club or something. This is the makeup I'm gonna do if I have the time. If you've watched any of my get ready with me's, you know that sometimes I'm not running late, I just don't have a lot of wiggle room, you know what I mean? So sometimes I have to do my makeup quick, but if I have all of the time of the world, if I get to sit down and just, you know, have some fun, play some music, you know, sip on a cocktail when I'm getting ready. This is kind of like the look I've been reaching for lately, so we're gonna do that together. So like I said, the like grungy messy ponytail doesn't exactly match that vibe, but you know, it's a Sunday. I'm just sitting down doing my makeup for you, so it's fine. Okay, let's get into it. So first, my rosacea is definitely acting up. That's fine, it will be covered up. So first, we're gonna go in with 2 primers because we're gonna be extra. And that's the thing, if I have the time to actually sit and do my makeup nicely if I'm going out, this is when I'm kind of pulling out all of the stops, when I'm being really extra. And basically my motto for doing like going out makeup is that we want it to look good but also last. Especially like summertime going out makeup, it can be hot and sweaty, especially even at night, so you want to make sure that whatever you're doing will be able to last. So first I went in with the e.l.f. putty primer just in where I have a lot of pores. This is going to help make everything look seamless. Also in the summer I want to be glowy, so we're going to go in with a little bit of the Glow Recipe niacinamide drops, and it's all about a balance for me of wanting to be glowy but also not oily. There's a very fine line. So for me, that means usually putting really glowy, highlighty products just on the outside of my face and having those like pore filling primers on the inside where I do get oily. Because I'm actually gonna do eyeshadow, which majority of the time I've just been skipping lately, having the time to put a little bit of eyeshadow. We're gonna put just a little bit of eyeshadow primer on the lids. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I feel like since like the pandemic, really, eyeshadow has just not been a priority. Oh, and by the way, my eyeshadow primer, this is just a Smashbox one. I'm gonna do my eyebrows while we talk. I feel like with the pandemic, kind of like the clean makeup really became popular. And eyeshadow is one of those things where it's like, you really do notice it. It's very noticeable unless you're wearing just like a brown shade in your crease. So it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, okay, it's very obvious when you wear eyeshadows. If you just want that like everyday look, I kind of skip it. And also it's just like a lot of time to do eyeshadow. It's in my normal everyday lifestyle, I usually just skip it because if I'm getting ready in the morning for work, I don't have the time. Like, I'm already getting up an extra 10-15 minutes to put on like a base. I'm not gonna spend the extra time to also do an eyeshadow. Okay, so I like doing my brows while my primer is sitting. That way, kind of when I like do my foundation and bronzer and all this stuff, it'll kind of like move and almost like soften the brows up a little bit. And then if I do have any bald spots later, I can fix that. But I got my brows done maybe a week or 2 weeks ago or something like that, so they're still pretty nice and they were easy to do. My skin is looking great right now. We just have a little bit of scarring, but otherwise it is looking fabulous. So we're gonna go in with a lighter coverage foundation. My skin was acting up for a while. It was just like really congested and textured, and then I got a facial and wow, has it made a difference. I think it was just that it had a lot of texture hanging around and I just needed to like get a bunch of extractions, get a lot of it out. And yeah, my skin has been happy as a clam ever since. Anyways, did I say what foundation I'm using? I'm using the NARS light reflecting one. A little pale for me. I think it'll be fun. I think once I add bronzer, all that jazz, It will be fine. One of the issues about doing makeup in the summer is that your body and your face can be like different shades. It's still the beginning of summer. I'm not too tan yet, but the other important thing too in the summer, I know I'm kind of wearing like a higher neck right now, but in the summer a lot of times like low cut or straps and stuff, so it's important to really like make sure you blend your foundation like into your ears and down your neck, because I find, yeah, it's just a lot more noticeable in the summer if there's like a line in between your foundation and your body. Honestly, I'm in love with this product. I use it now every single day. This is the Rare Beauty, whatchamacallit, under eye brightener. I just have you know, a lot of natural darkness underneath my eyes. Find using this just kind of helps like brighten it up a little bit without having to go in with a really like heavy full coverage concealer. And then now we're gonna go in with concealer. This is my Makeup Forever one. I think I'm gonna get like a new concealer sometime because I feel like I've just been using this non-stop. Let's go in now with some contour or bronzer, I guess. Okay, we're gonna go in with this Lower East Side one. This one, instead of using the ones that I use all the time. Just show you guys something different, and this one is pretty nice too. So yes, with like this type of like potted thing, I always tap my brush in and then go on with my face. I usually start back more here near my hairline and then blend in, so that way there isn't like a ton of product on my cheek and then I have to try and blend it out, if that makes any sense. And then we're gonna go up along the hairline and blend down. Whew, that is really pigmented. Okay, now we're gonna really blend it out. And then I'm taking this and bringing it down along my jawline once I don't have a lot of product on my brush, because I find that if you have too much product and you're going along the jaw and neck, then you can kind of get like a orange beard almost, and that's, you don't want that. You know, I'm trying to contour, not bring attention to this area. Now, if you are planning to wear like a slick hairstyle or something like this, I do not recommend doing it before you do your bronzer and stuff, because I really like to blend it into the hairline, so that way it's not like you put bronzer and then you can see like your really pale skin and stuff. So see how they just kind of brought like some warmth to the face? Now we're gonna do the other side. Okay, now with like a little skinnier brush, I'm gonna go into the same cream contour. I don't know why I tapped that, because this is cream. Now we're gonna do the nose. There's like so many different cream contouring techniques that you can do with the nose and stuff to like do different shapes or whatever, but I'm not picky. I just want to have like a little bit of something, so that way it's not like there's nothing in the center of my face, you know what I mean? Like, I like my nose. I think it's pretty nice, so I'm not trying too much to change it. I'm just trying to, yeah, make sure that there's just some like natural depth to my face. Oh my god, my baby hairs are just like really growing crazy today, guys. I feel like I'm constantly fidgeting with them today. Anyways, okay, next we're going in with blush, and we are going to use the blush that Sofia Richie wore during her wedding. It's so funny because I feel like she just made this blush really popular, but I was using it way before that. This is the Nude Sticks Picante. I think she mixed this with another one. I remember one of my most popular videos is me using and reviewing this blush. I did like a summer makeup look 2 summers ago. It's because this blush shade was created by Alana Davidson, who is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I bought it right away and reviewed it. So I think when I came out, like a lot of people were like looking for reviews, and since I literally bought it like the day of and posted my review really quickly, I think a lot of people found it that way. But yeah, now everyone is kind of like using it again because Sofia Richie, which you totally should, because look how gorgeous that is. It is the perfect like summer blush shade. And yeah, I always like putting some of my blush on my nose. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but trust me, once I've put on powder, I find it's gonna really tame down the blush. Okay, and now for highlight, we're gonna go in with, this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This doe foot applicator is huge. I find it puts down a lot of product, so very careful just using a little bit. There's a cat hair. Cat hair everywhere, guys. We're gonna blend it out with a brush. When to find the brush. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna powder. We're gonna use this, ooh, fuck, there's powder everywhere. This Coty Airspun powder. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my wet sponge. I do have powder puffs somewhere. I just don't know where. I'm just lazy. I'm just gonna use my sponge. Okay, then for powder, I always do my under eyes, and I do my chin. Kind of bring it up around my nose, and a little bit on the forehead. I'm gonna bring a little bit underneath my contour, just because I feel like it looks a little muddy right now. Just gonna help sharpen it up. Now we're gonna douse it in setting spray. Let's use the all-nighter. Also, I notice I make the weirdest faces whenever I spray setting spray. Like whenever I'm editing it, I'm like, why do I look like that? Also, my fan's broken. Can you see? So it's making like a clattering clank on clank noise. Okay, that's what the base is looking like. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. So we're gonna take a little bit of my powder and just set the eyes. I find it's just easier just to blend powders on top of a powder. Today we're gonna use this Ace Beauty Smoky Roses palette because I got it in my BoxyCharm and I haven't really had the chance to play around with it. So today's the day. So with a fluffy brush, I think I'm gonna go into the shade Rose right here. And I'm just gonna blend it kind of on the outside part of my eyes, in this V area. Okay, I think I'm gonna go into a mix of like Forest and Power. I want like a mid-tone brown, but there's not really any in this palette. I'm gonna go into a different brush to help blend that out because I don't want to put down any more product. I just want to blend it. And now just on a much smaller brush, you can see the difference. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of Forest. I'm kind of just putting that right on the outside in the crease and coming up from the lash line, just kind of trying to create like a V. So see, I'm kind of trying to keep all of the like darkness just on the outside. I'm gonna go into the shade Power with a little bit, I think, of Mystery. It's technically a shimmery shade, but I think if I tap off my brush, the shimmers will fall off. And we're just gonna line, oops, the lash line. So now we're gonna go into the shimmery shade right in the corner. This is Strength. We're gonna put that all over the lid. Okay, I put the shade on my lid and then I just went in with a blending brush just to help blend and bring that like glitter up type of thing. It's kind of looking very dark. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this ColourPop shade, like over top and more like in my inner corner to help brighten it up a bit. Yeah, and that helps a little bit. Okay, I think this is one of those looks where it's like, but once I put on like liner lashes, I think I'll be okay. My like shadow liner that I put down kind of faded, so we're just gonna put a little bit more before I go in with liquid liner. Now we're gonna go in with liquid liner, and I'm gonna use brown just because I find it's a little less hard than using black. Currently have Bejeweled. My Taylor Swift stuck in my head. I think it works out since I put on some glitter, you know. I just got a little bit of mascara on my face. If that happens, just kind of let it dry, and then once it's dry, I just go in with a spoolie. But yeah, while we let that dry, I'm gonna put on a little bit of false lashes. These are a pair of like Ardell's, and I've just cut them down into half lashes just because they were kind of getting a little gross on me. And I find that often I have the issue of like normal lashes like poke and fall off in my inner corner. Flashes, you don't have to deal with that. So I just put on a lot of mascara on my inner part of my lashes, so that way when I put the half lashes, it doesn't look like there's nothing on the inside. Okay, I will be back once I have lashes. Lashes are on. The glue is still kind of drying on this one, but I also just had a little bit of black, mainly to the inside where I don't have lashes. But yes, as you can see, that half lashes just add a little bit of drama to the outside without making it too heavy, and I find that it just kind of makes your eyes more like, or at least my eyes, more like cat eye. This is more like a sexy going out look. I also finished my brows, added a little bit of brow gel, and I got rid of the mascara on my face. So now let's do the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna go in to the shades that we used on top, kind of concentrating it on the outside. Okay, I think we're gonna put a little bit of brown in the waterline, at least on the outside. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep the inside with nothing, so it's like still a little bright, not too intense. Okay, and then we're gonna finish up with the inner corner highlight, because even if I'm going out, I still need my signature bright inner corner. Now we're gonna finish up with lips. I'm gonna show you three different ideas for lip looks. First, if you are a nude girl, we're gonna go in with a nude. This is MAC Yash. There we go. Really nice nude. This is like kind of the perfect lip if you're wearing like a really colorful outfit, so that way it's not like it's competing with the outfit. Very nice, very nice. Now, if you want some color, we'll go with a little bit of lip liner. Now, we're gonna take, where is it? Just a little bit of my blush, because you can wear this on the lips. Kind of just dab a little bit of it, so there's like a hint of like a little bit of an orangeness. And then I'm gonna go in with my Dior lip oil. This is a shade, it doesn't say, it just says it's 12, whatever the 012 is. And there we go. Very like glossy lip. It's still like kind of sort of neutral, well, not really, it's a light color, so if you kind of want to like dip a little bit of color, this is good. Plus you're using the blush that you are already wearing, so it's kind of like sort of monochromatic. You can never go wrong with a juicy lip. I'm gonna use the This Is a Rare Beauty lip oils. This definitely is a little bit more colorful, but still pretty neutral. Maybe not colorful isn't the word, it's pigmented. So while it's still neutral and you like really see it, see what I mean? It's like still a neutral shade, but it's just a really pigmented shade. You really see it. And this is a really good formula if you're going out as well, if you're like eating and drinking, because they're like lip oils. It has a little bit of a tint to it, so while the oil will like kind of fade away, you'll still have a little bit of color on your lips throughout the night. So if you're like eating, then after you're done eating and you're going out after, then you don't have to worry as much about reapplying the lip. And now the final option, the one I would probably wear if I was like going out on the town and I'm like, we're really going for it. But before we do it, where's the brush? I'm just gonna correct my lip line a little bit. If you're someone, I kind of have, they call it like a double lip line, where you kind of have like your really dark pigment, but then you have like another line type of thing. Sometimes when you're wearing like really colorful lips, it's helpful to conceal your double lip line, so it doesn't look like it's like you missed it type of thing, if that makes any sense. Also, because I have a scar right here too. I had a pimple like right beside my lip, so I find it's helpful just to conceal it. So yes, the shade, my favorite bright going out shade, this is a NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment. I've been in love with, I dropped it. I've been in love with these lipsticks for quite a while now. They're just like, they're matte, but they're not uncomfortable. It's just such a good formula for really bright lip colors. The NARS like Power Matte crayons are also really good too. I like those for like slightly like more natural shades, but for really bright shades, it's the best. And this is the shade Light My Fire. It's a nice bright orange. I also have a bright pink shade as well. This obviously matches with the lipstick. Like look how absolutely gorgeous that shade is. And it's a matte, so it's not gonna like move around type of thing, but it's not super drying. And I also kind of like having it with like a super, actually this is not a super glowy look by any means, but having a little bit of glowy look in the matte lipstick. It's like, it's definitely the moment. I find that this paired with the Dior lip oil, like say if my lips are feeling a little dry or just want a little pick me up, then putting this on top of it kind of helps like revive it. Okay, let's put on some jewelry just to kind of help like make it look complete, you know? I can picture actually like wearing this out, you know, if I had like a slick back bun, and then yeah, go with my little black top if I just want a pair of jeans and a nice pair of sandals, and I'm ready to go. So yeah guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, you know, kind of just looking a little bit at like what my going out makeup looks like, and hopefully this is helpful for you guys for any like little summer events. I think you could easily take a few of these things and maybe scale it back a little bit, and you could easily have this like for like a wedding or something like that. I mean, actually I guess it depends. If you're going to very like black tie formal wedding, this would be amazing. And if you were going to something as like formal, just like using a little bit less eyeshadow, and I think this would still be like a really good look that you could use for like weddings and stuff with just like the nude lip, you know what I mean? Please like this video if you want to see more makeup related content from me, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. That's it for today's video guys, and I'll see you in another one super soon. Bye!